Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Seattle Seahawks.
Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Here's the former Florida Gator, Eddie Pinheiro, to get us started. And off we go from Seattle. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Darnold going to throw right away. This goes to the tight end, Eric Saubert. So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with second and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 43-yard line.
Darnold now to throw. He finds Smith and Jigba. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 7 yards there and a first down.
7-yard gain.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the 50, it's Darnold. Going right back to Smith and Jigba. And he's got this down to the 35.
A gain of 15 yards. That's another.
Now Darnold wants to change it up.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
We go, stop. Go wait.
Here's Darnold. He'll find Shaheed out to the right. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
A gain of 9.
And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
They'll try for the first with Walker. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It's a first down following a gain of 3. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Yo, lady. We're going to start. Yo, lady. Start.
Off of play action, Darnold. He'll get this complete to the tight end, Barner. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
Second and 5.
Red 80. Start. Yo, lady.
Straight ahead, Walker. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Can we just take that run and turn it into a kind of a clip and save? Because that tells you everything you need to know about this drive. They've been moving the ball awfully well.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is third down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
First down and goal to go.
The lady.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He's got it. Touchdown. Jackson Smith and Jigba. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now, flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Here's the Pro Bowler, Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 44-yard line.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Now inside the 25. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line.
It's a gain of
a big play there from McCaffrey. 45 yards.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49ers with 1st and 10.
Outside. 18. 18 shot hot. 11.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 63 yards for him on the ground so far tonight, as he has been terrific in this first half. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Now Purdy, he's going to change the look here. McCaffrey will get into the end zone for a 49er touchdown.
Boy, we talk a lot about Christian McCaffrey and what he can do in the open field, and it's easy to gloss over how tough he can be to stop near the goal line. And he shows you just how tough he is on that carry as he takes it into the end zone.
Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
At 7. Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Darnold. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down in the hands of the wrong team.
Love it. Get set. Get set. Up.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
At the 44-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Uno.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 81 yards now for McCaffrey. It's a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
And it's 3rd down.
11. Up.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he is going to have a 49ers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Get set, get set. Final rounds up. Start.
Here's Jennings. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Line of scrimmage, the 9. Second and about a yard.
Alpha's up. 18. Watch out. Up.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
A 5-yard gain on the play. That's another 49er first down.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there, and this will stay a 6-point ball game.
Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of the tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
At the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Red 80. Reset.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
3rd down and 3.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Red 80. Red 80. Reset.
Darnold from the gun. That is caught. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
40-yard line.
Reset.
Back to throw, Darnold. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Second and 10.
Red 80. We're going to set. Reset.
And he stopped immediately there. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a fourth down.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
20-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
11. Outside.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. 3rd down and 10.
Yellow. Get set. Get set. Hot, hot.
Here's Purdy. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well, as we are back and started in the second half. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee you he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
11. Up.
Starting the second half with a run by McCaffrey. Down to the 42, second down. 2nd down at 6 now from the 42.
It's now 2nd and 6 on the Seahawks 42-yard line.
This is McCaffrey on the give. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll run with McCaffrey. And he is going to have a Niners first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
Get set. H-Rail, corner. Up.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 120 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Uno. Up.
Now a run with McCaffrey. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. This is McCaffrey. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 14. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down. McCaffrey. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the third quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Here's McCaffrey. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down right.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and
His
goal.
carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Back to throw, Purdy. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers.
Touchdown, San Francisco.
A 9-yard touchdown there. And the 49ers are able to stretch out their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Purdy and the Niner offense, they'll stay on the field. They'll try to go for 2 here.
49ers will line up for the
They go with McCaffrey. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is.
Seahawks 7. Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30.
35-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down. To throw is Darnold. This one goes underneath to Walker. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 35.
That's good for a Seahawks first down.
Throwing again is Darnold. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Darnold's pass.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up
Now it's Darnold.
At the 29-yard line.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Darnold's pass.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Darnold. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
We go set. We set.
Walker is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal.
Brings up second and goal at the 3-yard line.
Walker once more. And not a whole lot there as they'll get him down at about the 2. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play, stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
They'll try and run, Walker. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I know they're going through all the possibilities right now, but the truth of the matter is a field goal doesn't do them a ton of good. It'd still be a 2-score game, so to me, go for it. Go for it boldly.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Red 80. Go 80. Reset.
4th down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. An incompletion there on 4th and goal from the 3. And this 49er defense stands tall down near the goal line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
Corner.
They'll run for the first time here with Brian Robinson. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Niners on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Purdy looking to throw. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here's Thomas Morstead now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And that was ugly all around, as that will set the return team up in the red zone. Wow. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
We go set. Reset.
Now Darnold. That's complete to the tight end, Saubert. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard. at the 49ers 6-yard line.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
A big play in this football game. 3rd down and 1. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
Here we go.
Here's 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 2. And the Seahawks first down.
Darnold now to throw. Throw out wide to Walker.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Again, Darnold. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Pass intercepted by the 49ers.
Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here, maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. So this is where a defense can really pin back its ears, bring it all, sell out to stop the run. This time, it'll earn them 2 points.
They definitely guessed right here. A run blitz all the way, and that's a bad feeling for a running back when he knows he's got to at least get it over the goal line. But all he sees are opposing jerseys.
So a free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. Oh, my goodness. Now that is going to be out of bounds on the free kick. And that's a big mistake. This is 1st and 10.
We're going to start. Red 80. We start.
Here's Darnold. He'll get this one to Cup, complete.
Darnold's pass.
Let's go.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd
Now
down.
Darnold.
At the 39-yard line.
And he's got Smith and Jigba. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Here we go. 1st and goal.
14 yards.
Red 80.
And the Seahawks first down.
Here's Walker. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Red 80. Red 80. Face set.
Darnold to throw. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
All right, now the Seahawks face a big two-point conversion attempt.
The Seahawks will line up for the two-point conversion.
Red 80. Red 80. Face set.
Darnold. And he'll get in for the 2 points, and in so doing, cut the deficit to 2 points. So they elect to pass there on the two-point try. Sometimes can prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
So there is still time, a little over 50 seconds to go, but this becomes a critical onside kick. And it's the 49ers who recover it, and that ought to just about do it. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that, just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
Up.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13.
Get set. Up.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Yellow. Outside. 18. 21. Stop.
Now Purdy. He'll try and do this himself. He throws it on the move but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
But that was actually throwing game 101 right there. You challenge double coverage like that, you're liable to get burned. Fortunate that was just incomplete.
And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Shotgun now with Purdy. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Here's 1st and 10.
Side. Yellow 80. Reset.
Darnold shreds him with a stiff arm. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Smith and Jigba with a grab. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
So now this one will rest on the right foot of Jason Myers. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to almost certainly win the football game. Myers' kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
And he's going to take it all the way into the end zone. What a return, and they've taken the lead. Charles, that drive was perfect, methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, but they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
Will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Purdy will throw for it. And they can't convert. It's incomplete. But they still have the lead here in the final moments of this game.
Seahawks 20. Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Here we go, set. Yellow 80. Ready, reset.
One last throw now for Darnold. Open man left side. Shaheed has it. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So the victory here for San Francisco, and we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle. Go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night from We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at Lumen Field here in the Soto District of Seattle. Tonight we've got a good NFC matchup on tap, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Seattle Seahawks.
Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Here's the former Florida Gator Eddie Pinheiro to get us started. And off we go from Seattle. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
We go set. Set.
Darnold going to throw right away. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 42-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And the Seahawks first down.
And Darnold's going to change the play.
48-yard line.
He gets this into the hands of Kupp once again. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Seahawks.
It looks like they'll move things around here.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Yo, lady.
To throw is Darnold. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line.
Here's Darnold. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
3rd down.
Throwing again is Darnold. And the incompletion there, so that breaks a string of 5 straight hookups. It also leads to a 4th down.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10.
We go set.
After the run, now Darnold to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Jackson Smith and Jigba, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And that makes the score 7-0.
49ers nothing. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Purdy from the gun on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. 1 yard gain.
Purdy from the gun. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Here's Purdy. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ernest Jones. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd down. You're in a tight game in the loudest stadium in the NFL, and it's enough to rattle even the most seasoned of quarterbacks. And here, it looks like he's not quite on the same page as his receiver. This will wind up a turnover.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their... Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Well, their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We've got 2. We got 2. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on 2nd down.
2nd down and right back to McCaffrey. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
How many times do we say in this game is speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways. In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice gain.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 6-yard line.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
And the 49er first down.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they go to work on a 1st and goal. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. McCaffrey will score. Touchdown, 49ers.
Touchdown.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
At 7. Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Go red 80. We're going to set. Reset.
They'll run. It's Kenneth Walker. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. So from the 37, here's 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Set.
Off of play action, Darnold. He finds Smith and Jigba. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
A gain of 19 yards.
The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
12 more yards. That's another Seahawks first down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Now Darnold. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker from 6 yards away. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. The extra point now coming from Myers. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Seahawks 14, 49ers 7. Jason Myers to kick off.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the
Purdy now to throw. There's a short one caught by Tonjes. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Good, clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3-and-out.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And that'll skip out of bounds inside the 20 at the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's another Seahawks.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7.
49-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
We're going to side.
Back to throw, Darnold. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. A play fake, and it's Darnold. And complete to Smith and Jigba. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
That's another Seahawks first down.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Keep going.
Now 2nd and 3.
26. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
Here we go.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
And going right back to Walker. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Here we go.
2nd down and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd
And they'll try the air now with Darnold. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
Darnold's pass.
And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17.
17-yard line.
Faking the give, Darnold. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
A 34-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, With no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Purdy looking to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
When you're a capable runner, oftentimes your quarterback coach, your offensive coordinator, they love to see you break the pocket and go ahead and take off. I think he could have gotten vertical and picked up something there. Instead, he pushed it downfield. Incomplete.
And
they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with a 17-7 lead, maybe they're just looking to get into the locker room. Play action. It's Darnold. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he'll be out right at the 35. It's a gain of 15. 1st down, Seahawks.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it? The slot receivers are the only guys who can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there, showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Darnold. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's got Smith and Jigba. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
It's a gain of 20.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now, they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
From the 38 now. Here's second down and 7.
Get set. Get set. 11. Yellow. Up.
Purdy. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
And it's third down.
Shotgun now with Purdy. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line.
A gain of 33 yards.
Again, it's Purdy to throw it.
First down, 49ers.
Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. This is 2nd and 8.
53.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. This red zone is where the Seahawk crowd really makes it tough for an offense to communicate. It's third down. A quick throw there is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 7-yard line.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. Open man is Barner, the tight end. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Here we go.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
The lady.
Straight ahead, Walker. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd down and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 34-yard line.
The lady.
Here's Darnold. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now it's Darnold. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short down. Now here's Michael Dixon. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 22-yard line.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
21. Yellow. Up.
Purdy will look to throw again here. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Get set. 18. Yellow. Up.
Now Purdy. And Kittle catching the slant. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. This red zone is where the Seahawk crowd really makes it tough for an offense to communicate. It's 3rd down.
Watch out.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And the pressure gets to McCaffrey as they stop him short of the line to gain.
At the 14-yard line. A gain of only a yard.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Niners are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Niners have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
17. 49ers 14. Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Now a run with Walker. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 71 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now Darnold going to take it and just bat this one forward to his wideout. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
10 more yards. That's another Seahawks first down. 1st and 10 at the 27.
Here's Darnold. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Off of play action, Darnold. Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Go side.
Now Darnold going to take it and just bat this one forward to his wideout. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end, and that play going nowhere. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Pitch and catch there, good for 13. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
Got a moot point there as they were able to connect. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Collectively, great defense. It takes all 11, especially down here toward the goal line.
The call comes in, and the call essentially says all 11 have to make a play here. You have to show toughness. We just saw it there.
Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So on now comes the kicker. It's Jason Myers. This to swell the lead to 6. Myers' kick is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So that gets him a little bit of breathing room, but not much. And you have to think back to the field goal that he missed earlier. This would be a 2-score game right now if he had converted then.
And if you and I are thinking about it, you know he is as well, because in the back of his mind, he's thinking, I hope I get one more shot in an important spot. He just made that one. He wants one more later to truly make up for the earlier miss.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here's 1st down.
11. Get set. Get set. 118. 53. Up.
A quick throw completed by Purdy. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9.
I like what they did there, still keeping their tight ends involved. They understand it's not quite Hail Mary time just yet.
Here's 2nd and a yard.
11. Up.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
A pickup of 2 yards and a 49er 1st down.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Purdy to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Kobe Bryant. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the handoff, this is Walker.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. And that touchdown, Charles, with very little time remaining. Boy, it just sucked any energy and momentum out of the other sideline.
Yeah, take an incredible comeback in the final minute to bring this one back to even. A great series there offensively. They saw an opportunity to slam the window shut, and they followed through.
So here's Darnold now as he'll lead his guys up to go for 2.
The Seahawks will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good.
Score Seahawks 26, 49ers 14. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
A gain of 22 yards.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
43-yard line.
Yellow. Get set. Get set. Up.
Throwing, Purdy. Past the 20. 5. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
Well, I don't think it takes much to crawl into their mind, right, why they went for 2 there, even though they were unsuccessful. With this type of a lead, what they're worried about, right, and less than 10 seconds on the clock, what they're worried about is just giving up the touchdown.
Yeah, on the kickoff return.
Yeah, so you go for it here to try and ensure yourself. Now they've got to make sure they cover it, otherwise they could actually lose.
Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
We go side.
The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.
From the picturesque Pacific Northwest and the city of Seattle, welcome inside Lumen Field, where all the 12s make it at home for the Seahawks. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks.
Set to kick off.
Let's get this going. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson, Eddie Pinheiro to get it started. And we are underway in the Pacific Northwest. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
We go side.
Throwing to open it up is, oh, they come after him right away, and down he goes on the first play of the game.
Prior to the opening kickoff, the home crowd is rocking. They're on their feet cheering. Well, one play in, got a little quieter in here. This defense came out, and they took the fight right to him, able to bring the quarterback down for an opening play sack to get their defense settled into this one.
Off the play fake, here's Darnold. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down.
Down and 17.
Red 80. We go side.
On play action, here's Darnold. Throw right side, hauled in by Cup.
This exact situation here, Mike, tends to get a lot of conversation around the league. I think I'm going for it. I think here around midfield, you got to maintain possession, see if you can end this drive with some points. I think you got to stay aggressive and keep your offense on the field.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line.
20-yard line.
Opening carry of the game for the versatile Christian McCaffrey. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup, brings up 2nd and 2.
Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a first down.
4 yards.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up 1st and 10. Throwing is Purdy. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
It's 2nd down.
Play fake to McCaffrey. Now Purdy. Gets this one into the hands of Jawan Jennings. And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line. That pass play good for 22. First down, 49ers.
45-yard line.
Alpha's up. 11. Up.
They'll run here with McCaffrey. And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9, setting up second and short.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Get set, get set. H-Rail, corner. Up.
They run 1-4 with McCaffrey. And I don't think he got there wrapped up at the line of scrimmage, and now you're looking at third down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Here's Purdy. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
On 4th down, the Niners send out the veteran Thomas Morstead to punt. Rashid Shaheed back to return this one.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Real set. Go, lady. Reset.
Pistol snap back to Darnold. There's a short one taken in by Barner. Look at the big man go. And he's out of bounds, but they take it to the red zone. Inside the 20.
It's a gain
of
64
big play
yards.
for Seattle.
That's good.
The gain is 64.
Reset. 1st and 10.
The first carry for the Spartan, Kenneth Walker. And he's in. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Seattle.
Touchdown, Seahawks.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, like it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Myers, good on the extra point. And the Seahawks will take a 7-0 lead.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Uno.
The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. And he slips through an opening. Winds up getting about 8. That is past the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Right there. Stop.
McCaffrey now from the pistol. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run game. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
So they come to the line, fall back as time runs out in the third quarter. We are through one. 7-0 is our score. Greg and I back in the Great Northwest in a moment. Seahawks football beginning this second quarter as they are set to start the drive with 1st and 10.
Yellow 80. We're going to start. Reset.
On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 6.
Now 2nd and 6 at the 35-yard line.
Yellow 80. Reset.
Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. Huff brings it in left side. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. A gain of 16 yards. First down, Seattle.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Red 80. We're going to start. Reset.
From the pistol, here's Walker. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the Niners' 19-yard line.
On the RPO, that one is complete, and he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Brings up 3rd down.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
The Niners will use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down's looming. So they send out Jason Myers for this field goal. This from 45 yards away. Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks will extend to a 10-0 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Officer. 118. Watch out. Yellow.
To throw on 1st down is Purdy. That's caught. Christian McCaffrey. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's a pickup of 3.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 7. They'll try to set up the screen to McCaffrey. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. We're back to Seattle after this. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Throwing is Purdy. They'll look to set up the screen here. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
Well, a little unconventional play call here. You don't traditionally see the screen game used on 3rd down at these shorter down and distances. But in this case, they catch the defense off guard. They timed it up well, and the back is able to convert and pick up the first down.
They'll throw again with Purdy. This throw left side, caught by Kittle. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
2nd down, they need 3. Here's Purdy again. He'll find his open man. That's Brandon Ayuk.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated.
Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
And these are the throws that are really holding the offense back right now, Mike. He just has to make better decisions because you're not going to win many games when you turn the ball over at this rate.
On 1st and 10, here's Darnold. The reception for Rashid Shaheed. Still going inside the 20. And he will score. Rashid Shaheed. Touchdown, Seahawks. Now the point after try from Myers. He knocks it through. And the Seahawks move further out in front. It is now 17-0.
49ers nothing. Jason Myers to kick off for
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Yellow.
Throwing on 1st down is Purdy. He's going to send it downfield for Ayuk. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
To throw on 1st down is Darnold. Complete to the former Buckeye, Jackson Smith and Jigba. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line. And the offense will take one here. Timeout with 6 left on the second quarter clock.
15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage is the 15.
Ready?
It's 1st and 10.
Here goes set. Hey, set.
Straight ahead, it's Walker. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they get the timeout. So they send out Jason Myers for this field goal. This, about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. So we are at halftime, and Greg and I will be back right after this. It's the National Football League on EA Sports.
Jason Myers to kick off.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line.
Get set. Get hot.
They'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. Not much there. Maybe a yard.
Ball carrier. He's brought down at the 37-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 8.
Yellow. Stop.
From the gun, it's Purdy. A throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete. George Kittle was the intended target that time. And 3rd down coming up.
And really, it's the interceptions that continue to be a problem, and he's lucky he didn't add to that total. I mean, defender had an opportunity to add another one to the mix, and he just has to do a better job making decisions, finding the open target, and stop forcing bad throws.
On 3rd down, it's Purdy. Flush to his right. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he's going to be out of bounds, just shy of midfield. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a 1st down.
I think of all the things he does so well, Mike, it's his ability to extend plays as a runner that probably isn't talked about enough. I mean, he is a sneaky athlete whenever he has to turn to his legs, and if you don't account for him, he's more than capable of making you pay.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Get set. Get set. Up.
To throw, it's Purdy. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
3 yards to go.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know.
And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. It is picked off by the rookie safety.
Well, Mike, I think it's pretty clear what the message was by this head coach at halftime. He said, listen, guys, we're behind. We're trailing. We're going to come out early in this second half and be aggressive from the get-go and cut into this deficit. But oftentimes, reckless decision-making, over-aggressive play calling leads to turnovers. Now, this defense finds themselves heading back out onto the field a little earlier than expected, but they need to hold serve and keep this score right where it is.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Go side. Red 80. Reset.
Off the play fake, it's Darnold. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play, and it's 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it, but I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Go side. Go red 80. Reset.
Throwing on 2nd down. Darnold throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
It's a gain of 21
A gain there
yards.
of 21.
That's good.
It's good for a Seahawks first down.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
Go 80. We go side. Reset.
On 1st and 10, here comes Walker. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd
He
down.
was brought down by Jason Pinnock. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 49ers' 36-yard line.
Reset.
So keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short.
Taken down at the
It's going to be
33-yard
3rd.
line.
They need 1.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 1.
Reset.
They'll try and run it with Walker. And he will have the Seahawks first down. He gets 5
A gain of 6.
and needed only a yard.
And the Seahawks first
And I think if they
down.
didn't get it there, even with the lead, I think that coach is telling them, hey, this is 4-down territory. But that's all for not now, because after that good blocking up front, he picks up a fresh set of downs.
Red 80. Set.
On play action, here's Darnold. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he will score. Cooper Kupp, touchdown Seattle.
Touchdown Seahawks.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Makes the score Seahawks 27, 49ers nothing. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. And that one is
Niners
through
take
the
over
back of the
first
end
and
zone.
10
It is a
at their
touchback.
own 35-yard line.
Yellow. Alpha. Yellow. 118. 118.
On 1st and 10, it's Purdy. A short one there, caught by Kittle. And after the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
George Kittle.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
Yellow.
Kittle is the man in motion. On 2nd down, Purdy. He'll get this out wide to McCaffrey. And he'll be forced out of bounds. 16-yard pickup on that one. It's good for a Niners first down.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the 3rd quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
So we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Get set. Get set. Yellow. 118. Watch out. Yellow.
Kittle is the man in motion.
Stop.
1st and 10 for Purdy. Moving to his right. And that ball incomplete over the middle. Jawan Jennings was the intended target. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Flush to his right. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. They hook up again, 2nd time on this drive, and this one's good for 18 yards and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
Yellow. Stop.
Purdy gonna put it up again. Out to his right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they are into the end zone for the first time today. Christian McCaffrey, touchdown, 49ers. On now, Eddie Pinheiro for the extra point. And this one's not going to get there. That is short and left and no good. And the score remains the same.
Eddie Pinheiro.
So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. Oh, that is a duck on the kickoff. Not only doesn't it reach the landing zone, that's going to be spotted beyond the 40-yard line. So, a couple of first downs will give them 1st and 10. They're at the 41.
Go, lady.
This drive starts on the ground with Walker. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
12 yards.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it. You know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
Red 80. Outside. Right side.
Once again, it's Walker. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
You want to see linebackers play down pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
We go side. Go red 80.
They'll go play action with Darnold. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Here goes side. Go 80.
Throwing on third down is Darnold. That one on target to Cup. And he's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Pistol snap back to Darnold. They'll try to set up the screen here with Walker. This one going to be sniffed out. Blown up in the backfield.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help them at all.
We're going to start.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment.
Side. Red 80. Red 80.
Off the play fake. Here's Darnold. Throw right side, hauled in by Cup. And he'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
Gain of 7.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
They need to get it to the 27. This is third down.
Red 80. Go 80.
Now, faking the give. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Niners are going to have it. They'll take over at their own 24-yard line.
I would love to see his weapons do a better job, Mike, especially in the middle of the field, getting open in these zones. I just feel like there's been tight coverage, a lot of little windows to throw through, and yes, anytime you turn the ball over, it's on the quarterback, but the rest of this supporting unit needs to do a better job helping him.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. And he spots his target downfield. Great teamwork on the completion. A big-time play for the Niners. 37 yards.
First down.
This is exactly what you want to do as an offense as you take the field following what they call these sudden change situations. Your defense does a great job, Mike, taking the ball away. The opposing defense now is kind of slow getting on the field. So what do? You challenge them downfield. After that successful throw, the next step is you want to come away with points. So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend. Well, it wasn't the most exciting throw of the day, but I want you to watch, Mike, is the suddenness of the route runner. Change of speed, change of direction. Those are the qualities of great route runners, and this guy's certainly one of them.
Here's Purdy again. Ayuk makes the catch right side. And he'll be driven out of bounds, and that's a pickup of 8.
Out of bounds at the 13-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Second and a yard.
Get set. It's yellow.
Pearsall, the man in motion.
Stop.
Throwing again is Purdy. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's taken down, but they are in business. This sets up 1st and goal.
Gain of 11.
Timeout 49ers. That is their 2nd. And a little chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down. With the fullback trying to power it home. A dive, and he's in. Kyle Juszczyk. Touchdown, San Francisco. They're out there to block most of the time, but Greg, great reward for the fullback to carry it in for the touchdown.
Not every team in the league even carries a fullback, but man, if you have one on your roster, Mike, not many better places to use him than down here on the goal line.
Purdy and the 49ers will try to get 2 more.
The 49ers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll drop to throw. And he will get the score, cutting the lead down to 13.
49ers.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. And that kick goes out of bounds right away, and that is a big mistake because that ball's going to be marked beyond the 40-yard line.
We're going to side.
To throw on 1st down is Darnold. That's dropped off for Walker.
Darnold's pass complete to Ken Walker. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 45-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 6.
Go, lady. We're going to side.
Now Darnold. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the linebacker, Fred Warner. The Niners will use their 3rd and final timeout. As the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the game. Here is 1st and 10.
Yellow.
Shotgun snap to Purdy. Rolling right, That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Purdy now on second down. On the move left. Now he'll run. And a nice gain there. He's out of bounds, and that will bring up third down.
That's a smart play. Second down, don't force it if it's not there. He's able to tuck it, pick up some extra yards, and set up a more manageable third down.
The 12s making noise in Seattle before third down. Out of the gun, it's Purdy on the run to the right. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter.
A gain of 5. First down.
So it's a win here for the Seahawks. They were the aggressors from the start, able to dictate the pace of play, and in the end, they come away with the victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Seahawks, as we say, so long from Seattle.